Hello, my name is Leong Shun Tan.
My name is Satish.
And my name is Muhammad Rizki.
So, today we are going to discuss a topic that is super relevant to all students, which is does social media help or distract students in their studies? Well, personally, I think it's a bit of both. There's some really helpful content out there, but at the same time, it is easy to get sucked into the and scrolling into the endless scrolling.
True, true that. But I will be honest. I lean more toward the idea social media helps. I've used YouTube and Instagram for study tips, motivational content, and learning things like coding. It's accessible and flexible. It's used right. It can actually boost academic performance.
I respect that, Satish, but I have to disagree. For the majority of students, social media is a hard distraction. They may open a platform with a good intention, but then it's an hour later and they dip into funny video or celebrity gossip. It's have attention spans, sleep, and even confidence when people start comparing life.
Well, yeah, I've definitely experienced both sides. I once planned to watch a 15-minute tutorial on YouTube, and 2 hours later, uh, I ended up watching some random music videos and football highlights. And it's not even intentional. It just kind of pulls you in, you know. So, what are your opinions?
That's fair. I had moments like that too, but I still think it's depend on how you use it. If you follow the right page and mute the distraction, it's manageable. For example, I follow accounts that post summarize of science concept or tips for cracking exams. Even LinkedIn as student resources.
But you are an exception, Satish. Most students aren't that international. The algorithm push entertaining content, not academic stuff, and notification don't help. You go on to chat school, don't have uh, you don't on chat school group chat, and before you know it you are on TikTok watching people dance.
Yeah, I get that. I think it's also about brain fatigue. Yeah, when you're tired after school, you want something easy. So even if social media has useful content, it is hard to resist the fun stuff.
So maybe the issue is not social media itself, but the lack of digital discipline. Schools could teach digital hygiene, how to use social media with timers or suggest education accounts to follow for the students especially.
That sounds good in theory, but in practice it hard to implement. Students know the risk, but most stay wasted time. Plus, social media expect mental health, content cooperation, online pressure, fear of missing out. All of them increase anxiety, which directly affect academic focus.
And I agree. Since I've noticed that I feel more distracted and anxious after scrolling for too long. Yeah, it's like your brain is busy and it's not being productive.
That's a good point. I have also felt overwhelmed at times, especially during exams. Instead of calming me down, social media just make me feel like I'm falling behind when I see others posting studies, routines, or achievements.
Exactly. It creates unrealistic standards, and students end up feeling inferior or guilty instead of studying. They spiral into the uh, pre- perfectionism and self doubt.
And like even if we set time limits on the apps that we use, it's very easy for us to ignore it since uh like think of the time you told yourself like 10 more minutes and you're done, yeah, and still you will be on the app after that time.
Honestly, same. I guess I was focusing too much on the potential of social media and not the reality. You're both right. Most students are not using in a healthy but balanced way.
Glad to hear that. I am not saying social media is evil. It's a great tool, just not for focused academic work. When it's come to deep learning or exam prep, it's more of a direction than a help.
So maybe it's useful as like a supplement, but like not as a main source of studying.
That sounds fair. It can support learning, but only if students already have discipline and structure in place. Without that, it's just another distraction.
Exactly. And let's not forget the physical effects, like as stress, poor posture, lack of sleep. That's all adds up to aspect, affect the performance.
Well, it really comes down to this. Social media has potential, but students need strong habits and discipline to benefit from it, which most don't have. So overall, it is more harmful than help.
I agree now. I was focused on the ideal use of social media, but realistically, it's causing more harm than good in student life.
So after hearing both sides and reflecting on our own experience, I think we all agree that while social media can offer some academic value, in reality, it's more a distraction for students.
Yes, I have changed my stance. Unless student has really strong self-control, social media does more damage than benefit. It's instead focus, reduce sleep, and increase stress.
Exactly. Social media should be keep separate for student study time. Real learning come from the deep focus, not context scrolling. If students want to success academically, they should learn to limit their use.
Okay, thanks for the discussion, guys.